This video is about naming molecular compounds, compounds that are covalently bonded together. The compounds here are two nonmetals. So when you see them, if you see two nonmetals, you know that we're talking about an organic compound. And its naming follows these rules. This is very simple, actually. There are really only a couple of rules. Rule number one is that there is a prefix before the element name that tells you how many there are. And these prefixes are exactly what you would expect them to be, really. 1 is mono. 2, di. 3, tri. 4, tetra. 5, penta. 6, hexa. 7, hepta. 8, octa. 9, nona. And 10, deca. Right? Mono, di, tri, tetra, penta, hexa, hepta, octa, nona, deca. So when you see a organic compound, a molecular compound, which is two nonmetals put together, there is a prefix that tells you how many of each there are. Now there is one exception to that. On the first one, the first of the nonmetals, mono, if there's only one of the first one, and you would put mono, mono is usually dropped. Rule number 2. Rule number 2 is the second of the two elements, and everyone we're talking about here is only two nonmetals, remember. The second of the two elements ends its name with IDE. Okay. Third rule, and this is really just a grammatical nicety, if the prefix ends in O or A, and the element begins with O or A, the vowel on the prefix is dropped. And this really is just to make it easier to say. You should actually be very familiar with a lot of these. CO. Capital C, capital O. That's not cobalt, right? Because capital C and capital O. It's carbon. You'll notice I followed the rule here. It would be one of them, mono, but a mono on the first one is dropped. But on this one, the second one, monoxide. Once again, I followed the grammatical rule. The O on mono has been dropped. So carbon monoxide. Again, second one ends in IDE. First one is just its normal name. Carbon monoxide. CO2. carbon dioxide. N2O5, dinitrogen pentoxide. That's it, really. Simple rules. There's just a couple that are so old they have common names rather than names that follow these rules. Let me just tell you what they are. NH3, that's ammonia. There's no two ways about it. You just have to memorize NH3 is ammonia. Remember, on your table of polyatomic ions, NH4 plus was ammonium. This is ammonia. Don't get them mixed up. Now, this thing I've just told you is the subset of a whole big, complicated, organic naming thing, which we are not going to get into in the slightest bit. But, again, one just for you to memorize, this guy, CH4, that's called methane. And the reason that's called methane is because meth means one carbon and ANE means everything single bonded. But I'm just going to leave it there. There are actually a whole bunch of rules involved in that, but we are going to leave it. Just memorize those two, ammonia and methane.